Welcome back to another lecture of frequency response. In last lecture, we have discussed about the variation of the input signal frequency affecting the gain as well as the phase of the system. Now we take particular 741 op-amp and try to drive the relationship between the frequency, that is the input side frequency of the signal, which varies, and due to the variation in that frequency there will be a change in the output. So let's start. Frequency response for this op-amp, which is these two terminals, pin number 3, pin number 2, and this is pin number 6 as the output. This is pin number 7, this is pin number 4. We take the two voltages, that be V1 volt and V2 voltage, and the difference between these two voltage is treated as V1 minus V2, and which is equal to VID. This is difference voltage, at input. Now, for having the frequency response, in earlier lecture what we discussed for the 741, that is op-amp, frequency response is look like this. In this x-axis we have frequency in logarithmic scale. On this y-axis we have dB or AOL, open loop voltage. Now what we have to drive, that this is the function of frequency. That means if we increase the frequency at the input side of the op-amp, this is F0 or break frequency, or you can say that this point is minus 3 dB frequency. As we know that when we increase the frequency from 0 Hz to let it be 1 megahertz till this point, which is 5 Hz for 741 IC, which is a bandwidth of this 741 IC, that is bandwidth. Of 741 for practical case is 5 Hz. Now how can we define the bandwidth? The range of frequency, that means higher frequency minus lower frequency is known as bandwidth, whenever these mid-range will give you the constant amplitude of your circuit. but we can say that the range of the bandwidth or the range of the frequency up to which the strength or the magnitude of the output of your system will remain constant till that frequency is known as bandwidth. If we minus higher frequency with the lower frequency. For this 741 IC, we have break frequency at point where frequency is 5 Hz, that means 5 Hz minus this is 0 Hz, 0 Hz, that means bandwidth for this is 5 Hz for 741, right? And this is break frequency also at this point on 5 Hz signal. So what we have to try to find, we observe in this graph, which is also known as magnitude graph, plot also, as we increase the frequency from 0 Hz to 5 Hz, 5 Hz to 10 kilohertz, 100 kilohertz and up to 1 megahertz, then what happens? The gain or the strength on the y-axis decrease, and this phenomena occurs when you can observe that this is the range and this is also known as high frequency range. That means in our circuit something is doing or producing this effect, and that something is capacitor. As we know that 2 pi fc, right? When this frequency of the signal is 0 Hz, then this reactance will become infinite, and if there is a capacitor in circuit, let's take this for an example. If it is inside the op-amp, then this capacitor is producing at 0 Hz infinite resistance, and infinite resistance means open circuit. That means these two terminals are behaving as open circuit, and if this frequency is suppose 1 into 10 raised to power 6, or we can say that 1 megahertz, as at this point 1 megahertz is a high frequency, and if this is a high frequency given to the capacitor, then this reactance will be very low. That means the resistance part offered by this capacitance or capacitor will be very less, and this is behaving as or giving you some kind of resistance, and which is low resistance, and because of this low resistance the magnitude or the drop across this voltage, the voltage across this capacitor will be less because this resistance or reactance is less, and due to this phenomena the graph on the board plot or a magnitude plot is observing that after increasing the frequency at higher range this comes down. Okay, now because of this phenomena at higher frequency we take op-amp as a high frequency model. Equivalent model in which we take one internal resistance, let it be Ri, and we take this as R out, and we take voltage dependent voltage resistant voltage dependent voltage source. This is A into V I D, where this A is the gain, right? And somewhere due to this capacitor, this roll-off take place. So we take this capacitor inside this equivalent circuit, and I am not taking this capacitance connection from this output pin. I am taking from the inside of the block, and this is known as high frequency equivalent model for operational amplifier, right? Then what we want transfer function of this model, which gives us the intuition, or which gives us the result why this graph is coming down, or the strength coming down due to this capacitance effect. Now you can think of why we are taking this capacitor. As we know that this operational amplifier is made up from BJT, as well as this whole structure is made inside this IC or integrated circuit, and this integrated circuit is made on the substrate. And this substrate, and on this substrate we have different components and tracks which carries the signal, and if this is connecting with negative, and if this lead or this track is connected with positive, and the substrate itself behave as dielectric. And due to this phenomena, or this combination of negative and positive rail having substrate between them, produces capacitance or capacitive effect. In fact, one reason for having this capacitor induced inside the high frequency equivalent model, and another is because of this BJT based system we have junction capacitance. And these junction capacitance, although they are of in range of picofarad, but when number of BJTs, let it be 24 transistors based circuit or 741, then the combination of these picofarad will become a significant capacitive effect. And due to these two combining effects, one is a stray capacitance, this is also known as a stray capacitance or capacitive effect due to the dielectric and substrate, and this BJT constitute the junction capacitance. These two effects produces a significant amount of capacitance which roll off the amplitude of the system. Now we start the derivation part of this system. If we take this out from this picture, this R out is the output resistance of this system, and this is differential voltage provided from these two input terminals, and A is the gain of the system. and this is voltage source, voltage dependent voltage source, one capacitor, let it be C, and we take this as a ground, and this is your pin number 6 where we have to calculate V out, and we take this as a circuit. Okay. Now we can take it in a S domain or domain. Let it be 1 over SC, where this S is J omega. Now, what we have to find? We have to find the transfer function of this system. What is this transfer function? V out over V input, or VID in this case. It's supposed to be dependent on the gain or AOL, and which is dependent on frequency, which is given by the input signal between these two terminals. Due to the variation of this frequency, it means like this, without changing the amplitude of the input signal, we have a significant drop in the output voltage, and that means we have to prove something in relation with this frequency, right? So that we take this output voltage, or we want to calculate this output voltage, what it is, let it be V out. If it is in S domain, you can take it V out or suffix with S is equal to what? This is a capacitance. Now it is behaving as a reactance. That means S and C. Multiply by total voltage across this system. Let it be this voltage. A VID divided by the whole equivalent resistance of this system, which is R naught plus 1 over SC, or let it be SC. Okay, now by rearranging them, V naught S will be A VID and 1 plus R naught SC. Now putting back S is equal to small s equal to j omega in this relationship, A VID 1 plus j omega R naught C. Now, because both in both the terms we have j omega, V naught divided by V I D is equal to A divided by 1 plus J F upon F naught, where what we have taken, from where this F naught comes, this 2 pi R naught into C 1 over is taken as F naught. Okay, then this F naught is known as cut off frequency of this system. That means this system will show you the decay at this point, and this decay is of minus 3 dB. How it comes we can go through afterwards, but from this point of time we say that this R naught, which is the output resistance, which is fixed for the particular op amp, and this capacitance, which is this effect because of stick capacitance, and junction capacitance because of BJT involved in the designing of this system. And because of these two factors are not NC, which is fixed for particular operational amplifier 741, and which gives you this constant fixed cutoff frequency. And this cutoff frequency for 741 is of 5 Hz only for open loop case. That means if we are not connecting feedback to the system. This is also known as bandwidth. This is also known as cutoff frequency. This is also known as break frequency, after which this system gain is coming down. Okay. How and why it is coming into picture? Because of this R0 and C. Here, what is this? This is V0 divided by VID, which is VOLF, and we can make it like AOL, open loop. A is for gain. Open loop gain is now function of what? This A divided by 1 plus J F upon F0. This F0 is the cutoff frequency.